Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're playing Descendant again, episode 2, Electric Boogaloo. You guys absolutely loved the first one, so I figured I might as well, show off a little bit more gameplay because I've been playing this a ton off camera, it's super addicting, and I keep dying and losing all my good loot. I always go too far whenever I should learn when to go back to the elevator and deposit my loot up here. I have lost so much loot. But that's alright because today I went ahead and set aside what we're going to be bringing down with us outside of our storage. And I think the class that we're wanting to play today is probably going to be the Noble, because this class is just, in my opinion, is the best, hands down. However, the Scribe can be really good if you have some extra loot to bring with you. But if you're just going basically naked like I am, then you want to play the Noble, because you get an infinity bow and a little bit of stake. The stake's not the good part, it's the bow. You can rely on this bow for your entire run. It might break at the very, very, very end, but that's if every floor is massive and you take every single fight with only the bow. Otherwise, you'll basically just have infinite arrows, as long as you don't miss a whole ton. But with that, let's go ahead and descend. Let's see what our dungeon's gonna look like. Now, I want to thank you all for your support for that first video, because wow, that's not good. Okay, but I'm very glad that you all enjoyed that first video so much. Okay, that's really not good. Okay, so we're gonna loot that chest, and then we're gonna go down a floor, I guess. So this time, I guess we're just skipping this floor if I don't fall in here and die. But sometimes that can happen, and that's just unlucky. I believe it's a 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 1 in 5 chance of happening. No, there's 5 50-50s that you have to hit. So you guys can do the math on that one in the comments down below if you want. But this is what we're working with. Now, what I also could do instead is I could actually, you know what? I don't want to just use 3 keys to go down without getting any loot on the first floor, because the floors get harder as they go. And if I go to the second floor in this state, I don't think it'll work out too good for me. Now, luckily, I'm pretty sure we can just put most, if not all of this stuff away. Yeah. So we'll just re-grab all of our things, so that way we don't have to waste another kit out of there. And if anything, now we're starting with a bit of an advantage, because now we have a little bit extra on us. So that'll be nice. That'll help out. Now, this potion of health, yeah, so what I've noticed is on floor 1, you only get potions of healing 1. It's not very good. But on floor 2, you get healing 2. So that's a little bit better. And wow, that is, again, incredibly unlucky. This is impressive, folks. This normally does not happen. But that's alright. Maybe that's a sign that we should try our luck. Just going deep right off the bat. Because the loot is very good on the second floor. You can get diamond stuff and tridents, and it's a good time. Now, while we're here, let's see if we can collect a little bit of magma cream. Honestly, I don't think we should. Now, what you can do as a noble is, since you get a wind charge, you can actually hit it a shortcut. So just jump over to that bar right there. But the problem is, I haven't gotten very consistent with it yet, and I don't feel like dying on camera if it can be avoided. So instead, I'm just going to walk over here and just do all this parkour again. Because yeah, it's scary, but at least it's a little bit more consistent than, I almost fell there, but at least it's a little bit more consistent. There we go. Okay, this is not a bad chest. So now we have a melee option, and we have a little bit of stuff for potions, so hopefully we can find the other potion chest, or we can find like some netherwort or something. Now, I will say I've only ever seen potion ingredients on floor 1. I have not seen any on floor 2. That might just be a coincidence. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. But in the meantime, let's see what floor 2 has in store for us, because we just kind of... Wow. Okay, the game really does not want us to explore it all today. Unless we get a scribe's key, we're not going down at all today, folks. We might just have to go back up and restart this run. That is impressively bad luck. Now here, these are poison skeletons. I really don't like fighting them. So what I do is I just kind of run around here, come get this chest, and then I just get out of here and run. Because I don't want to fight them. Because they're poison. Don't hit me. Okay, I think we're alright now. Now, yeah, there's really not much we can explore here. Maybe through this way we'll get something new and interesting. Because we need an ender pearl to teleport up there. Or frostwalker boots. But instead you can take this shortcut. And there's a barrel right here that we can... Oh. Okay, interesting. So something I can explain here to you guys is a Gehenna bridge. If you don't know what this is, because you haven't played this game before, that's alright. Let me tell you. So basically, there are 3 floors to this map. There's 1, we're on floor 2, and then there's 3. Floor 3 is Gehenna, and it's covered with giant lava pits that you can't cross. So, if you use one of these, it'll build a bridge for you. Kind of like an auto bridge, if you ever played Treasure Wars, which is like a ripoff of Bed Wars. It'll automatically build a bridge for you using redstone, which is super cool. Now, if you don't have any of them, you can still traverse floor 3, but it gets a lot more difficult because you really don't have a whole ton of options. You're kind of forced to travel on like a couple rooms or railroads, and it's not too good. Now, just before I started this recording, I just had the best run ever, but I got a little too greedy, and I ended up dying because I just wanted to stay down on the 3rd floor and keep trying to get more resources. But then I ended up taking a fight with some evokers, which I was hoping to get 6 totems from, and I almost did. But on the 5th one, he summoned Vexes, and it turns out that Vexes do a lot of damage. So I kind of died pretty quick there. But that's okay, because you live and you learn. So here, you might think the slime balls are actually useless, but you can actually make magma cream. But we don't want that just yet, because we want this blaze powder to try to make potions later. Because I have been trying to make potions for the longest time. Because to unlock some secrets, you need to have a fire resistance potion. I know of one. I suspect a 2nd location. But who knows how many more there are. Now, ooh, this is pretty good. Yeah. So what this end up my being is a chained run, where we just kind of start chaining runs together. So we'll store what we can, and then we'll try to re-roll the floors. Now, I could also play as the Scholar, which I unlocked, and show you guys how that works. So basically, the Scholar, they have a whole gimmick, kind of like how the Scribe has a gimmick, where the Scholar will have something called a cracked rock, or a cracked rock, and it will re-roll every single door on that floor. So it could seal off different rooms of your dungeon floor, but it could also open up new ones that you need. So if you're trying to brew potions, where there's only some rooms that have potion brewing stands, then it might be a good move to, where's that zombie? I'm not sure. But if you're trying to brew potions, then playing Scholar is the good move, because it opens up more options. Like, right now, I could technically brew 1 fire res potion. I have the stuff for it, but I want to get some more bottles before I do so, because I don't want to, I do not want to waste this magma cream here. So instead, we're going to try to come over here. This is not bad, but we probably won't be able to use most of this stuff if we're going to chain this run into another one. because we need a scribe's key or 3 trial keys, specifically ominous ones, to progress, which that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh yeah, this is a husk floor. This is fine. Now there is a loot room to our right, so that's pretty good. We'll check that out in a second here. And if you're wondering why even bother fighting zombies, because you can just run by them, you need food. Food is very hard to get, so more often than not, you're going to be eating rotten flesh, because you want to save your good stuff for a big fight. Like on floor 3, there are a lot of blazes, and not the, what are the axe? Vindicators. There's a lot of vindicators, blazes, and there's even some evokers, which I died to. So you're really going to want to make sure you have your good food for those fights. That's why for like zombies and skeletons and stuff, you just kind of want to stick with the normal thing instead. Now, this is a pretty good chest for us, because if we find a few more diamonds, then we can, you know, make some swords and whatnot. But this is also a copper axe, which that's pretty useful. What's through here? What's the point of this? Oh, it's like a, that's cool, I guess. I don't know if that's what was intended, but okay. So here we have 2 potion bottles. I want to get a 3rd one. If we can get a 3rd bottle, then I'll be very happy. But even if not, that's completely fine with me. Oh, wait, no, we're missing a nether wart. Crud. Okay, so we can't do it just yet. So we have a couple options here. We could check out this room. Now this room, if you don't know, it's a very cool room. It's very cool, don't get me wrong. And I hate it. And let me just show y'all why. So, there's definitely a secret back here. Like, come on. Fire res potion, there's gotta be a secret. But, let me show you guys what's up back here. Also, yeah, there's water bottles. But we're not taking those. Those are decorational. So, this whole area is a ginormous cave. This thing is huge. So we're gonna check it out just so I can show you guys what's going on. But it's gonna suck. Oh, like that. See, there we go. Right off the bat. You know what? I actually don't want to check that out. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I don't like that. But if you go through there, there's a lot of loot chests. That's the only reason why you'd really want to go check that out, is because there's a lot of loot chests. But I don't think it's worth it, because it's full of cave spiders and breezes, and it's a bunch of bad monsters. I don't think it was worth it, personally. I did get some good stuff out of there, but it wasn't worth it because of how much effort it took. So we're going to try to lure these drowns away from this entrance, because yeah, we could fight them, but we don't particularly need to. And they're drowns, so they're going to be a little annoying to fight while we're in the water. So what we can do here, actually, is use an ender pearl, and completely fail at life. Awesome. Oh, you can also get up with a wind charge. Interesting. Okay, I learned that. Sweet. I mean, that's just another reason to play Noble, I guess. Noble is, I think, the best class, my opinion. So in here, this is a breeze room. There's no loot chest, at least that I found. It might be hiding somewhere. But this is a good place to go if you want to get a bunch of wind charges, which can make bad juice later. But I don't think it's worth it, because you get kind of hurt during that fight, because it's unavoidable damage at most parts. Because if a breeze shoots a charge at you, you either have to be far enough away to move, or you have to parry it. I don't know how that zombie got in here. Seriously, wait, how did he get in there? He's not supposed to be there. But, let's see here. Do we have... What is happening here? Why? These gentlemen are lost. So what we're going to do here instead, actually, is there is a chest right here. Now, you're supposed to have leather boots. But, as you can see, I do not have leather boots. So what I'm going to do is jump in and diamond axe. Oh, that's awesome. Sweet. And there's a little secret exit over here, just in case you fall in. Accidentally, of course. Right, folks? Accidentally. We accidentally fell in. It's just a coincidence. So, it's looking like this one's going to be a dud because we can't get to Gehenna. So what we'll have to do instead is we'll have to chain this run into another one. Because we really don't have access to our scribe's keys or ominous keys. Because you need 3 ominous keys or the scribe's key to get down. So I think we're going to have to go back up and try to rerun. But the question here will be, what do I save? I think the diamonds and the diamond axe are a must. Because I have a diamond slot already, so they'll stack nice. And a diamond axe is a fine weapon. So I think that's going to be a good idea. I'm not sure what's going on with all these guys here. I guess they're from here, but I don't know if they walked all the way over. I don't know, I guess I shouldn't question it. Hi, Breeze. So, yeah, we already hit everything on both of these floors. Oh! Wait, no, I don't have another wart. I need to find another wart. But what I can do in the meantime is I can eat up a little bit of food. Because, you know, that'll be good for us. And then I can drink these potions and try to consolidate my inventory. So that way I can hopefully try to use... Because I want to have as many glass bottles as I can. Now, let's see here. Iron chestplate is also very likely going to get saved if I can. Simply because an iron chestplate is just wonderful. It's amazing to have. So let's see here. Iron chestplate. We can throw this in here, by the way. We can... Yeah, this can all be saved. I would like to have this blaze powder in here, but it's not a requirement. It just helps us get the fire resistance early instead of late. I think this key should go in here. We should put these pennies in because we really don't need more than that. That's plenty. I think also an infinity bow is very nice. A spare shield. And you might think that the Gehenna bridges are something that you'd want to save, but not particularly because, yeah, they're helpful, but by the time you get there, if you don't have a bridge, then you'll have an ender pearl. So it's kind of not worth it, at least in my opinion. Now, let me see here. We have this and this, so that can make fire res if we get another wart. Blaze powder's nice, but we might just do this instead. Yeah, let's just do that. So now we can do this, and I'm having trouble choosing on what to keep. Okay, well, first let's choose what class we're going to play next, and then we'll build off of that. I think the Scholar, yeah, we're going to play the Scholar next. So we're definitely going to want a bow, and we're going to want a diamond axe, and a chest plate, and some leggings, and let me see here. What else? We could bring some rotten flesh, but we already kind of get that while we're down there, so there's no need for that. Now, we could actually bring some diamonds to try to make a diamond chest plate if we want to have a winning run. Oh, loyalty 3 trident. I feel like that's something that we should save for another run, but for now, I think this is good. And then we can kind of ditch the rest of this stuff. Because I don't think we really need any of this. Yeah, the glistering melon could make potions of healing, but I mean, we kind of don't need that. At least not right now. So, I guess, yeah, let's put this here. Yeah, so let's kit up as the Scholar. And let's get our items ready to go, so that way we can have another successful run, hopefully. And let me see here. I think the axe should go second in line. Now, here's the only problem with playing Scholar, whenever you have a shield, is you kind of have to choose which one of these to have out. I think the totem should be out, and then you have the shield on backup. So, like, after you, quote-unquote, die with the totem, then you swap to the shield. Because the shield is still great. It's just that the totem is like an extra safe measure. Same as this ender pearl here. We're also going to take 3 keys down with us, just so that way we can confirm that we'll get lower. Even though we almost always get more than enough keys to go down. It's still a nice precaution to take. So, I'm hoping that we can either have a winning run or a very good run. Oh! The brewery's open. Nice! Okay, okay. The brewery is open. Now all we need is a nether wart, and then we can make... Yeah. If we get a nether wart, then we can make our fire resistance potions. Now this potion of healing, I'm going to hold on to for now, but I'm probably just going to drink it for its bottle later. But we're not going to do that just yet. Now, also, since we're the scholar, oh no! I don't think there's any open sources of water down... Oh, no! Okay, that's okay, that's fine. So, I think what the next move is, we'll hit every crate that we can, and then use the crack rock. Now, here's a fun fact. This door is always open. So, I can actually use the crack rock right now. And hopefully we won't get screwed over here. I really hope that the brewery stays open. No! No! Oh, it's gone. Oh, the brewery's gone. And now these are open instead. Oh, this sucks. Okay, but what we can do instead is we can at least try to continue traveling through this area and seeing if we can get our hands on a nether wart this run and then chain that into another run. So that way we can have nether wart. Because if we can get some nether wart on our hand, then that'll be very helpful for us. Because that's the only thing we're missing. We just need a nether wart and we're good to go. Oh, alright, this is not good for me. Oh, no, this is actually great for me. This is excellent. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we're just getting more bottles here. It's not quite what I wanted, but... I guess we can open up this, and we got unlucky, sadly. That's okay. Yeah, because it's not guaranteed. Or I think it's supposed to be, but I think I've been playing this game so much that I broke it. So, who knows? That's probably what it is. Now, what we could do is we could actually descend another floor, which I think I will actually go ahead and do. Because while we don't have access to... our brewery, there are breweries on lower floors, so it's still possible for us to make our potions this time. I just really want to get my hands on those potions because they're used for Easter eggs. I also just realized I completely forgot to reset after that last run. But that's okay, guys, that's okay. We'll just play this one through. It's okay, it's alright. So here, let's just kind of... I don't want to deal with you. You go away. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. So I may have slightly broke the game just a little bit, but that's my fault. That's not the game's fault. I do wish that command blocks could run tick rate commands, but they don't. So you kind of have to do it yourself. That's like the only thing that I don't absolutely love, but everything else is perfect. Now, okay, we are just getting really screwed on the loot pools here. I don't think there's much I can really make at this that would be good. Maybe like a copper axe or something, but I mean, like, what's the point of this? I mean, it kind of doesn't really... I mean, I guess it's a decent weapon if we have to chain into another run. So, you know what, might as well. But yeah, I think we'll be able to teleport over that way. Over the gap. But the more I do it, the more I realize I don't think it's really worth making this teleport. Because there's no loot in this area. I don't think, at least. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe there is loot chest and I just haven't found it. But from what I've seen, there's just no loot back here. So it's kind of not really worth it. Now let me see if I can get a crit. There we go. There we go. Thank you. So hopefully we'll get a little better luck on the next run, because this is really not shaping out to be what I want it to be. And now it's not quite done yet, of course. We could get lucky in these last couple rooms here, but I kind of doubt it, because we have course, he got a shot off on me. That's alright. I'm just gonna run back here. And, okay, great. That's already the stuff it's the stuff I already have. Oh, hi, friend. I don't like that very much. So, I guess we can try to run this way. Now, there is a spawner in there, but you don't really need to hit it, unless you're trying to get more keys, which we're not. I'm just going to check this barrel over here and see if we can get some netherwort this time. But I kind of doubt it. Yeah, sadly. Now, I might start taking a little bit of frostbite damage here. Yep. Oh, no. We're just fine. We're fine. We're cool. We're chilling. So I guess here I need to consolidate again. Now, the problem is, I think I should probably hold on to this extra totem right here. But now it really kind of limits what I can do with my pockets. I really wish I had a spare scribe's key on me. That would be divine if I had an extra scribe's key, but I don't think I do. So I just kind of have to deal with it. Now that wasn't a bad run though, because we got some extra diamonds, and we got another ominous key. Oh no, we brought that down with us. Never mind then. But I don't think that was a bad run. I think there was some good to be had with it. Now let's see what we can all drop off. I think the iron chestplate, absolutely. Totem, definitely. Shields, I like that. I think the steak and the carrots gotta stay. And then, let's see what we got here. If we play Noble, then this'll be fine. But I think we should really play the Scholar again. So what I might do is kind of double dip a little bit here. And do a little bit of this. Because the Scholar, if we're able to kill a skeleton, then we'll have an infinity bow ready to go. Which also rhymed, coincidentally. Hit subscribe if you guys like that rhyme. I like rhymes. But I guess here we're just going to kit up again. Oh, and before I forget, to crate 9,000. So that way we can reset the timers a little bit. And let's also take all of this stuff down with us. So that way we can have a totem. And we need to have another totem on hand. And then we have a shield ready to go, a backup shield. And yeah, this looks like our loadout. It's a little bit weird. We're kind of low on armor here. Is there anything we can take down maybe? Oh, we could take down some diamonds to make some diamond pants. But I'm wondering if that'd be a good idea even. Now, I'm honestly not too sure. I guess, no, we should probably leave the diamonds up here for now. We'll just have to be a little bit careful. That's okay though. Take rate 20. And also, we need to take the elevator up so that way we can hit the reset button a couple times. But that's no big deal because riding this elevator is very fun and it's very cool. I like riding this elevator because I could never build something like that. I don't even know how it works, honestly. But that just makes it cooler, in my opinion. Now, I know it says press it 3 times, but it's still killing entities on the bottom left, as you guys see. So I'm just going to keep pressing it until it stops. Because I think there was a lot of stuff down there. There we go. Okay. Now, start running Descendant. We could potentially take our Loyalty 3 Trident with us, but I don't think that's the move, honestly. I think that this setup is fine, because we have an Infinity Bow with us, and a Trident actually does not like to work with a shield, which I guess means that the Trident would pair well with the Scholar, but I'm still not convinced on it. So here we can do our usual setup. Just kind of slowly come around this way. Do a little bit of this. I know the parkour seems scary, and it is a little bit, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. It's just on these chain jumps, you gotta be very specific about what you want. Let me see here. So I guess, yeah, we kind of go around like this way because all the other walls are shut. So my plan is I'm gonna loot as much as I can, and then I'm gonna use the crack rock, and then hopefully reveal the brewery. Did I not reset it? No, I definitely did. I guess I just didn't wait long enough. That's okay though. I wasn't gonna fight these dudes anyway. It's actually kind of a disadvantage if you think about it, because now I can't get an arrow from those skeletons, which means I'll have to get it from a more annoying fight later. Oh, I forgot to take down trial keys with me. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to fight as many trial spawners as we can, because I don't want to reset this run and chain it, because I was hoping to make this run the last one of the day, or at least of the video. I might play some more off camera, who knows. But I didn't want to make this video too crazy long, but I already know it's running on 30 minutes or so. So that just means you guys have more content to watch. Good for you guys. Now let me see here. We need to try... Okay, so yeah, there's a couple trial spawners over here and here and here. With all these spawners and a couple loot chests, this should be enough to get us the keys that we need to descend. Which is fine, because we're a little light on the armor, but everything else, we're totally ready to descend to the next floor. We just need a little bit more armor. Like, if this gentleman drops his leather pants and shoes, that should be fine, but he doesn't. Potato. So here, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, yeah, you normally gotta do all this parkour, which sometimes I literally do this parkour for like a couple, like tens of minutes at a time, because I just keep failing it. But if I'm able to hit all of these jumps, then there's a loot chest at the end. And if I mess up and I get bored, I can just throw this ender pearl like that, so that way I don't have to deal with it. A little bit of chain boots. I don't think that was worth the ender pearl though, because we got +1 armor, which that's not exactly the greatest. Actually, let's eat this baked potato, because if we get some gold later, I want to make a golden apple. I think that's what the apples are given to you for, because sometimes you can find gold. But I could also just be imagining things. Who knows? There is a zombie spawner here that will fight. I would very much like to descend to the next floor, so hopefully we get the trial key from this one. And yeah, we can check out that, yeah, that room as well. The vents, I am not a big fan though, because it's kind of a dead end no matter what, and you don't get any of the loot from the spawners in there, because it all like goes through the ceiling, based on the way that it's made. That's not a key. Oh wait, but we still have our crack rock, that's right. Yeah, so that's not all that bad. I just prefer that we don't have to, you know, use up our rock on floor 1. But we might need to if we want to brew those fire resistance potions. Because I found one of the rooms with a secret that I know of, and I was so sad because it's a lava waterfall, and you have to have a potion of fire resistance to get through it, and I didn't have one. So I just kind of had to sit there and cry about it. And then I died like right after. I keep getting that exact loot pool right there. A steak, some sticks, a healing potion. I keep getting like that exact setup right there. I mean, it's not a bad thing, I guess, because I have a lot of steak now, which that'll help in like either this run or a future run. But I don't know. I still wish I was getting like some nether wart or something. I think that would be a little bit more desirable, because I really need to try to hold on to as many... I won't even lie, I have no idea what I was saying right there. Excuse me, hey, I'm talking to the camera. Excuse me, thank you. He's ruining my video, guys. He's not subscribed, that's how you know. But I would like to try and... Oh, hang on here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fight this on these honey blocks, so that way he slows down. I forgot I don't have arrows. And I'm terrible at the game right now. Number one player of all time. So if I do this, it'll work. There we go, there we go. Now we funnel them towards us. No big deal at all. Easy. And then we'll eat the rotten flesh to save on these steaks for a future run. And if the scholar run doesn't work out, then I guess we'll just chain it into it. You guys see that? That chicken went flying. Yeah, so I guess no matter what, I'll be able to chain this into something good. I just don't know if I'll be able to get the fire resistance this time, which is a little disheartening. Maybe the scribe would actually be better for that, since he has the D6, he can re-roll. So who knows, maybe that could be pretty good. But for now, let's use this crack rock and see what happens. Whoa! It's gonna... Oh, hey, there we go, this is open. I was hoping for this door to be open. I've never seen this open. I don't think this is an opening door. Which means that brewery is there even less than it's supposed to be. Let me see here. Nope. Nothing wonderful here. But we'll take it anyway. And then we'll throw it away later. Because that's about how this game goes. And not what we're looking for in here either. Now, I could drink this ominous bottle, but I kind of don't want to, at least not yet, because I don't think that would be very good. Okay, you know what? We could check out what's past here, because maybe the floor re-rolled in a favorable way, and not fall into lava. But yeah, maybe the floor re-rolled in a little bit of a better way, so we can snake all the way around. I highly doubt it, but there's no harm in checking. I say it's not burning to death, so maybe there is a little harm in checking. But not enough. Yeah, so let's see here. At the very least, I can actually drink these. And then we'll have 6 glass bottles, which we're just waiting to find that nether wart. If we find it, then we get a bunch of fire res, and that's exactly what I do want. That door is open. Wait, we have potential here, folks. I wonder, can we get to the brewery? No, we can't. The brewery is just beyond that wall right there. It is right behind this wall, and we can't get to it because it's shut. Sadly. Now, the last thing we can do while we're on this floor, before ending the run here, is try and fight these dudes. Ouch. Alright, let's try to not die here. That'd be awesome, I think, actually. Oh, I'm terrible. Hang on, wait a second. Generational lock-in, folks. Weave, dodge, hit him with the crit, run to the side. Cool. Did he give us a key? Nope. Wow, I don't know what that was. We got absolutely no keys this run. Normally I get more keys than I know what to do with. That's why I had a giant stockpile of them up there, because I just keep getting them. Can we craft anything before we go? We can make a leather helmet, but I mean, like, that's kind of crappy. I don't think it's worth the slot. So I guess we'll just make our way back up and try to see what we can get on the next one, I guess. Well, no, that'll be... I'll do the next run probably off cam, or I'll take a break and I'll record more later. I'm not sure. But as of right now, this run is just about over if I don't fall in. There we go. Which is such a shame, because I've really wanted to get my hands on a fire res potion. But I guess we'll get one in a different run. But I'm going to do a little bit of sorting out here. So thank you all for watching. I'm really glad you liked the previous video. I hope you don't mind this one being a little bit longer. And let me know if you want more gameplay down in the comments below. I love playing this, so I totally love recording it. It's a great time. It's a great game. Thank you all for watching. And today's challenge is to, you know what? Not a challenge. Today, just go have some hot cocoa or a coffee or a tea or something. Get something nice, a hot drink for yourself. Now get out of here.